Okay, I think YouTube is good to go now. Okay, today we're going to talk about being, if you're a dad, and you're stressed, you're overworked, you're overwhelmed, and you want to change that and have some hope in your life. I am going to share with you what I found and what I am doing to do just that, to get out of that. Okay, and I'm excited. I actually have hope. So my story is that I've been in my corporate career for 22 years. I'm a husband and father of 6 kids, and I've done multiple different side hustles, network marketing. You can laugh if you want. Hey guys, welcome. As you're joining, drop where you're from. Love to hear where you're from. I'm live here on TikTok and I'm live here on YouTube. So I'll be switching back and forth to talking to different people. So, but I started my career. I was super excited because I'm like, I'm going to hit this running. I'm going to climb that corporate ladder as fast as I can. I'm going to make a lot of money so I don't have to live paycheck to paycheck. And I can, when we have kids, I'll be able to have time with my kids and not live paycheck to paycheck. Well, 22 years later, here I am still living paycheck to paycheck. I make a decent income, don't get me wrong. But I have missed time with my kids because of my job. Okay. And one of my jobs, I worked for 16 years. And in that job, I was loyal. I sacrificed my time with my family, and I put everything into it. And after 16 years, they let me go. They said, "Oh, we don't need you anymore. You're not good enough anymore." But yet, anyways, whatever. It was actually a blessing in my life. Okay. And it woke me up to realize that I don't want to be beholden to my job anymore. So I went and I looked for something different. I've been trying multiple things. I've been doing multiple things, and none of them seem to work. Okay. I've had failures in network marketing, doing side hustles. I was just like, I don't want to do a side hustle anymore because it was just a waste of my time. I was losing time with my family and barely getting anything out of it. It was not even worth it. And I didn't want to go get a second job because that would just take time away from my family. And I would only make a little bit of money every hour and not really be able to get ahead. So I didn't want to do that either. And I looked at franchising and I thought, well, if I do franchising, I'm going to have to quit my job. I'm going to have to hopefully make enough for me and for all my employees and my franchise. I'd have to work another 5-10 years just to pay off the franchise. Working 15, 16 hours a day, me doing it myself because I don't want to pay somebody else because I need to make a salary. And then to me, it just didn't make sense. And I'm 48 years old and I don't have time and don't have retirement. So that's why I'm like, that doesn't make sense to me. I need to do something different. And so I was looking for something else. I'd been working on putting my network marketing business online. I'd been learning digital marketing, attraction marketing skills. And so I knew wanted to do something with digital marketing. Okay. And digital marketing is exploding and is going to explode even more over the next 5 to 10 years. And so it's just going to grow. So I was super excited when I heard about that. Drop in the comments where you guys are from. I'm from a little town just north of Salt Lake City, about 40 minutes out of the mouth of a canyon. We're about 20 to 40 minutes away from any lake and mountain and hiking. I can walk down the street and go fishing. I love it. It's a beautiful place here. And, but I'd love to hear where you guys are from. And what do you guys, drop a 1 if you're working and drop a 2 if you own your own business. I'd like to know what my audience is. I'd love to hear from you. And so I was looking for something that was going to work for me. Okay. Like I said, I was trying to put my network marketing companies online, but with that, I had to do everything. I had to write the copy, had to create the website. I had to create all the emails. I had to test the product, right? Plus I had to learn, the digital marketing skill at the same time. Well, when you're doing all 5 of those things, it's very difficult to know where to adjust and what's working and what's not. And so when I came across this blueprint, I was super excited because it took out all the guesswork and allowed me to focus on the one thing, the most important thing, and that is the marketing aspect of it. So I knew that if none of the else was other stuff, it didn't seem like any of it was working. It was my marketing that I needed to adjust my marketing, get better. So let me tell you why I was so excited about this, because if you drop a one, if you guys have done network marketing, it's okay. Some of you may not be willing to admit that. Thank you for the live, Viagono. I appreciate that. That is awesome. Thank you for following me. Did I say thank you for the live? Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. So if you've done network marketing, drop a one. If you will never ever do it, don't want to do it, drop a two. Okay, it's either you will do it, or either you like it or you don't. There's really no in between usually. But I was doing that and I was making a little bit. Okay, so what appealed to me on this digital marketing blueprint, okay, was the product. Okay, it was awesome. Okay, now the product is you get a website. It's already done for you. Okay, / emails that are already done for you. Now this website's already converted $29 million in 10 months. That blew me away. So I knew I didn't have to worry about making the website and the copy and I didn't have to worry about product, because the product was already taken care of. Okay, plus you get, over 185 plus digital courses that teach you multiple things, such as digital marketing, affiliate marketing, how to create your own digital products, teaching you how to set up your website and your emails. It walks you through everything so you don't have to have tech skills, which is pretty cool. Okay, so this is the product. The other thing that I really liked about it is I got master resale rights. Now, if you don't know what master resale rights is, that means you purchase the product and then you can turn around and sell that same product for the same price. Okay, and this was what I loved. I got 100% profit. Okay, when I was doing network marketing, I only got like 25% if I was lucky. Okay, now over here on this product, I get 100%. Okay, our top product is $900. Okay, you get all of this, plus you get 4 streams of income. Okay, 4 streams of income, which is super powerful because you're not just getting one, you got to do 4 at $900. Okay, now at 100% profit, I make $900, right? And if I was only making 25% profit, I would make $225. I'd have to do this 4 times to make the $900. Okay, I'd have to work 4 times as hard. Okay, so this really appealed to me because I don't have a lot of time. I'm a husband and father. I don't want to take time away from my family any more than I have to. Obviously, there's going to be some sacrifice there, but I don't want to do it as much as if I went and got a second job. Okay, I didn't want to be gone 4 or 5 hours every night after work, come home and they're already in bed, and then I'm totally missed everything, right? And so that I wanted to maximize my time and be able to make money. The other thing is it teaches you how to do this. Once you get everything set up and you learned how to do this, you can do it in under 2 hours a day. You can do it around the pockets of your time. What I like to do is, because I'm still working, I get up early in the morning, I exercise, I post a couple videos or a video, and I'm doing my live. Okay. And then I will throughout my day take my breaks and go record some videos, and I can schedule them because you can use TikTok Studio to schedule them. So then I don't have to go schedule them. Okay. And I just do my job, work, and I come home, and sometimes I got to take a minute here or there, post and answer comments, but then I'm home with my family, doing things around the house my wife needs me to do, playing with my kids. My son plays baseball or whatever it is that we're doing that night. Then I get to spend time with my family, guys. This works amazing for me, and allows me to have time with my family and still build a business on the side and make income without having to compromise my time with my kids and my family and lose that time. So that's what I love about this, is that I can do this around my family. Okay, take a screenshot. We're going to go on to number 2. We're going to talk about 5 different aspects of this, okay? And what took me from being stressed, overworked, to now have hope that I have something that is, I'm on this path and I'm watching other people in our community have success, and it gives me hope because I am seeing success in my own business, and I have hope that I will no longer have to be stressed, overworked. I'll be able to get out of my job. I'll be able to take my kids on that vacation that I wanted to. And so, and I'll be able to get out of debt and stop living paycheck to paycheck. That's what I'm super, super excited about. Okay. Drop a question, you guys. Yeehaw. High protein recipes. Thank you. Is that Danny? Did you change your, morning? I love your grind every day. Thank you, Danny. You changed your name. Awesome. Good job. Doing some other branding and stuff. I love that. Keep it up. You too. I see you posting videos. Yes, Danny. Awesome. I got your name right this time. You did it for SEO? Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. Keep it simple. Keep your keywords. It's super important, right? And then TikTok will pick you up and categorize you. Yes. Okay, good. Awesome. I love your grind too. I see you posting videos and stories every day. It's awesome. It does. It takes a grind. It is slow, but it will eventually explode. I was asked by a mentor one time, or told me this story one time. He goes, "What if I gave you 2 options? One option is I gave you a penny that doubled every 30 days. Or I gave you $3 million right now. What would you take?" You're welcome, Danny. What would you take, Danny, or everybody listening? What would you take? Would you take the 3 million? Sorry, 3 million, or would you take the penny that doubled every day? What would you guys take? I'll tell you what my initial thought was. Just drop like 3 mil or penny in the comments based on what you would take. For me, when I first heard it, my initial reaction was like the penny doubling every day. Initial thought was that's exactly what mine was. Initial thought was 3 million, but then my engineering mind kicked in. I'm like, wait a minute, $3 million. So I figured this out one time. I can't remember exact numbers, but you get to day 20, 21, you're only in like the 5 digits. And I was a little worried. I'm like, oh shoot, maybe I picked the wrong thing. But actually, after 30 days, actually 31 days, you have over $10 million, guys, from a penny. That's the power of compounding. And Danny, that's the power of you grinding little by little every day. And it's going to be a hockey stick and take off. That's my opinion. That's what I think. And based on what I've seen and my mentor who's teaching me and what she's been able to do. Okay. So keep the grind. Keep doing it. It's awesome. That's just part of it. You can do it. What I love about this program, amen, I hope both of us, thank you, me too, is that I can do this around my family, around my time, and do the pockets and a little bit here and there, and that grow and compound on each other. And I don't have to compromise my family time, or I can still pay my bills while I'm building this business and bringing income in that way, right? And eventually it'll overtake, and I can fire my boss. I can't wait to fire my boss and walk away and no longer have to work for anybody the rest of my life. That's my goal. So take a screenshot of this if you guys want to, real quick. 3, 2, 1, and we're gonna go on number 2. One of the things that this allows me to do, that why it allows me to have the time with my family, is automation. Okay, we put automations in place. Now that's in multiple forms that we have this in. Okay, you get your website. You have your website that's open 24/7, right? Okay. Your emails are set up automatically to go on a daily basis to people, or when somebody puts their email address in, automatically get an email. and your social media. Okay. I know Danny's been posting a bunch, and I've been posting a bunch, but that we're just creating our digital real estate is what we're doing. And that will always be out there as long as the platform is around. And that's the other thing. You want to always build an email list. Okay. Always build an email list. Why? Because if TikTok goes away, I know it's been extended, but if TikTok goes away, it's cold. That's right. If TikTok goes away, you will lose all your Sorry, I just had a mint. I don't bring any water down. Anyways, if TikTok goes away, you lose all your following, and you lose all of that what you've worked for. But if you build an email list, TikTok goes away, you still have your audience, right? You still have your list. So build an email list. That's what allows you to have your email automation. But your social media, you build that real estate and it continues to work for you, and the algorithms and the platforms push that out to people while you're doing other stuff. I love that. Okay. I am building on TikTok, sharing my content there. At the same time I'm doing my live here, I'm doing a live on my YouTube channel. Okay. And so I'm recording that. I'm repurposing what I'm doing with little or no extra work. Okay. I'm building my YouTube channel at the same time so that, again, I have both. I'm able to, if TikTok goes away, I can easily switch over to TikTok. And there's a couple of things I can do on TikTok in order to get my subscribers up right now, right? I'm just barely starting that. But I'm putting tons of content out there. So when I do that, I'll have stuff that people can go and look at and see and watch. And so, and I'll be able to look back at my lives and laugh at me because I'm still learning, right? And I know you do lives, Danny. So you just get better as you go, right? Exactly. And I'm still learning, guys. You don't have to be perfect. Just be yourself. That's all that matters. So automation is critical. Okay. And this, so your website, you have a capture page. That's what captures the emails. Okay. And then they go into your email. And it's super powerful, guys, because in sales, I've learned this. I'm an engineer, okay, by trade. That's what I've done for 22 years. I'm a software quality engineer. My brain works like an engineer. I'm an introvert, and I have told myself I will never do sales. I will never do sales. Yes. Oh yeah, one so far. It was horrible. It's okay. It's all right. Mine was horrible too. And I'm sure this isn't great either, but hey, we're working on it. Getting better, right? Hey, Rula, how are you? Welcome. Wait, where are you guys all from? I don't think I have heard where you're from, Danny. Where are you from, Rula? Love to hear. I'm from a town just north of Salt Lake City in Utah. It's a beautiful summer morning. No, it's good, haha, but only up for here. Awesome. You're from Central California. Okay, awesome. You lived in Utah before. Very cool. Where about? Really, you're in Utah too? Wow, that's interesting. Very cool. Where part of Utah? The north of Salt Lake, South Salt Lake? I grew up south of Salt Lake City in a town called Sandy in Draper. Okay, yep, I grew up in Sandy, so I know Draper very well. That was, let's see, I've been married 26 years. That was 26 years ago that I lived down there. St. George, awesome. I love St. George. We're going down there in October to the Tuacahn Theater to see, I think it's Newsies we're going to go see. Do that for, my wife is turning 50 this year, and so she has a bunch of things on her bucket list that she wants to go do. That's one of them. We haven't been to the Tuacahn Theater to see a play. We went and checked it out this last, we were there in January 1st. We brought in the new year there. Yeah, St. George is gorgeous, and during the summer I don't necessarily like it because it's so extremely hot, and really you're experiencing that right now. But during the winter, that's where we go to get out of. Happy birthday! Whose birthday is it? Did somebody say it was their birthday? Sorry if I missed it. Oh, thank you. Happy birthday, my wife. I got you now. Yeah, her birthday's in August. So thank you. I'll pass that on. Yeah, to your wife. I don't know why that got filtered. That's funny. Thank you, Rula. I will pass that on to her. And what was I saying? Oh yeah, so during the winter in January, I just get so tired. January and February are like the worst months for me. Just plugging away at the winter. I can stand winter and snow up until after New Year's. I love it for Christmas and New Year's. After that, I'm like, bring on spring. I'm ready for warmer weather. But we usually try to go south or somewhere warm during the winter, during either January or February, because of that. Give me a break from the cold. And St. George is close, and it's only like a 4-hour drive for us. So I'm excited. We're gonna go there in October. We'll probably go there January, February, unless I'd like to go to Florida January, February. Actually, we love Florida. So, anyways, so when you're, what I was saying is, as an engineer, I was like, I'm not doing sales at all. Okay. And I really don't feel like I'm selling. I'm just sharing. Utah is great. You get all 4 seasons. You do. And sometimes though I don't like all 4 seasons. And most time I do like it though. Sometimes I just wish it would just stay normal 70, 80 degree weather. But then I'd get tired of that too. So the change is good. So I agree with you. Exactly. But I learned through learning all this stuff, right, in my experience and doing different businesses and trying things that um, people aren't going to buy from just some stranger, right? And I bet you wouldn't either. Yeah, thanks, Danny. You wouldn't either. You're going to buy from someone that you trust and that you know, right? You know, like, and trust. Well, how do you build that? Well, one, just like we we're talking about, Danny and I, you show up on a daily basis on social media. Okay. And people that are interested in your stuff, the algorithm's going to push that to them. Okay. And you're going to show up over and over and over. I've done this where I've watched and followed somebody, and then I go meet them in person, and I'm like, I already know you. It's the weirdest thing. I don't know if you guys have had that experience. But it's like, I already know you. I know your personality. And that's why it's so important. You can tell when people are totally being fake. Yeah, it's totally wild. It's really interesting. Like, you already have that connection with them, but they've never seen me on the other end. And so it's kind of interesting. But we have things in common because they're building a business, they're like-minded. And so, it's awesome. It connects people that are like-minded people. And I love, that's one thing I do like about social media, is you can find and connect with amazing people from all over the world, totally free. That, I mean, if you think about that, that's pretty mind-blowing, right? And yeah, it was just really wild that you get to know them, and why it's important you would just be authentic and be yourself. Okay. No fake, don't lie, be genuine, and just be you. Okay. That's what's going to make connection. In fact, I'm kind of jumping ahead. I'm kind of jumping around a little bit today. But let me hurry and just finish this. So, your thank you page, you have your sales page. Okay. And this does the 90% of it for you. It literally does. Okay. It does the heavy lifting and does the sales for you. As people see you showing up, being authentic, being you, you connect with them and they're like, hey, that guy or gal gets me because I have the same problem they have. And this is what they're doing to solve it. And I can see what they're doing. They're showing me how it works, teaching me, hey, maybe that'll solve my problem. Hey, I'm going to buy what they're doing because that's going to solve my problem and get me to where I want to be. That's how it works. It's that simple. Okay. That's attraction marketing. And I love that because I hate chasing people. I hate bugging friends and family. I hate doing cold calls. I've done all of it. I hate it. I've done it because I wanted to be successful. And I realized so much that I hate it. I'm not going to do it. Yep, exactly. And so what I love and I enjoy doing is just being myself, sharing my story, sharing what I'm doing. And if it connects and helps somebody else, awesome. And the cool thing is, okay, this, you get the whole resale rights of selling this whole program. And you can do that, but you learn how to market. And once you learn how to market, you can market anything. Like Danny, I know you market, you have recipes. Do you do affiliate marketing? Do you have a product that you actually sell? I should look at do you have it in your profile? I can't go directly. I can see your profile. I don't know if you have it doesn't look like you have a link there. But if you're just trying to build a following, you can do that too. It teaches you how to do that. Okay, we have lots of businesses. We have real estate agents. There's a gal that I met. My wife and I, last month, we flew to Michelle O'Neill's home, her and her husband, Mike, who developed this program and have made 7 figures doing digital marketing. We flew to their home. We spent, 2 full days there. We didn't sleep over there, but we were there at like 9 in the morning until like 5 or 6 at night. And they just taught us and poured into us on how to do all this. And we were able to get their mindset and learn from them, and just phenomenal people. And their goal is to help 1,000 families, 1,000 people be self-made millionaires. And they're doing it through this program, doing it through mentorship, doing it through community and teaching them how to market. Okay. And it was just phenomenal. And I just lost track what I was doing. FW, thank you for the follow and the likes. I really appreciate that. And so what was I talking about? So product. Oh yeah. So you can, okay. They help so many different people. Oh, that's right. One of the gals I met there, she's a business owner. She owns a franchise. Okay. She calls it a treat center. Starts with a D. I'm not going to say the whole name here. She doesn't like doing that because she has her own way of marketing. She's taken 2 stores that were declining in sales, took this concept in these courses, okay, learning how to market, and she's increased her sales and very profitable using it. So it's not just this program. It is literally the 6-figure marketing skill that you can use to market anywhere, and you'll never have to work for somebody else again, because you'll be able to market whatever it is you have a passion for, whatever it is that you want to. I really appreciate you liking that live. That really helps, and I really appreciate it. And it's super powerful, okay? What I like about and why I'm using this website is I didn't really have a product yet. I have some things in mind, but I knew I needed to get the marketing down, and I knew that website was already converting, and it's done $29 million in 10 months. This sound went out on my end. You're not hearing me anymore? Oh, it's back. Okay. I don't know. Sometimes this mic can be finicky. Thanks for letting me know. But we're good now? Let me know if we're good. And I wanted to be able to focus on that. So I knew, because of what it's converted. Let me know, Danny, if you're not hearing me. No problem. I can hear you. Okay. Awesome. Thank you so much. I knew that the website was already working, converting. And the product. Okay. I didn't have to create it. That's what I love. And I'm a software guy. I can build a website. Okay. The cool thing is, I've been seeing ads from other companies say, "Hey, I'll build you a website." They want $3,000 just for the website, nothing else. Okay, you guys, you get the website, all the emails, all the courses to teach you this 6-figure skill, literally for $900. Okay, it totally blew me away when I saw that, and I'm like, "Dang, that's good," because I know what people charge for website. 3,000 is actually a good deal. I've seen 5,000, 10,000, right? It's crazy. The application that I'm working on now for a very large IT company, they've spent millions of dollars on this thing, and I'm doing the quality assurance for it, but it still saved them millions of dollars. Okay. Anyways, it's expensive, and here you get so much value. Okay. And I wanted to focus on the marketing, and so that's what I've been learning and building my skill. And I knew everything else worked. I knew that if I wasn't getting leads, or if I wasn't getting sales, I know then exactly that it's me. It's something I'm doing that I need to tweak and change. Okay. Because I don't have to test all that stuff. And that's why I decided to do this, because now what's really cool, okay, Michelle has like 20 plus income streams. She's teaching me how to create more income streams. Okay, I'm setting up another income stream. It's going to be free for all my email list, my friends, my family, those who are following me. Okay, that join it. It's going to be free. I'm going to pour just value into it about marketing, about leadership, about financial smart, right? Because if you earn money but you don't know how to keep it, you don't know how to manage it, it doesn't matter how much money you make, you're always going to be broke. Okay, it doesn't matter if you make 300,000 in a year, if you don't manage it right, you're still going to be broke, living paycheck to paycheck and living on barely making it, right? So I'm going to be teaching all of those things, guys, in this community that I'm building, and then I will have some paid special mentoring that we're going to do. Thank you, Danny. So I'm building more streams of income. Okay, and I have so many other things I do when I have time. My son and I want to build a game. We're going to code a game together and build that and build an income stream for him. Okay, help my daughter. She's loves to do knitting and stuff. We're going to turn that into, if she wants to, we can turn that into a business and make money. So there's so many things, guys, that you can do. It just blows my mind away. But the important thing is, no, it doesn't matter how much or your product or how good your product is. If you don't know how to market it, it doesn't matter. Okay, it doesn't matter how good your product is because nobody's going to know what it is. And if you can't get the message right to help somebody see that it solves their problem and that this is what's going to help them be better in their life or improve or overcome any challenges they have, if you can't message that right, it doesn't matter how good your product is. It will not go anywhere, guys. That's just business. Okay, that's what I've learned. And we teach you how to market on social media. I learned through this course how to do it. Now, I'm not perfect. I'm still learning, guys. And you can probably go look at my stuff and go, man, you're not good right there or what? And that's awesome because that's part of being authentic too. Okay. But I know I'm getting better because I am watching my number. They teach you how to watch your numbers in your business too. And you can adjust and know what's getting better and what's not. And what you want to do is you want to just change one thing and then test that for like a week and see if it increased your leads or increased your followers, increased your views, whatever you're tracking or what your goal is. Okay. And if it didn't, then you change something else. Okay. And you just keep doing that over and over and over until, this is why it's be so slow, Danny, is you got to get that right tweak and you got to keep adjusting. And eventually that one little tweak is what's going to break it out. And that's what Michelle has told me. That's what I've actually seen others do. And so we just keep grinding, we keep trying, we keep learning, we keep growing, right? But social media, I just said market. Wow, that's funny. Social media, because I was talking about marketing. See, guys, you don't even have to say things right. I always mess up sayings. My wife laughs at me because the saying, you shoot yourself in the foot. I always say I shot my foot in. Doesn't make any sense. Or I get your ducks in, all your ducks in a row. I'll say sometimes my ducks are in a line. It totally mess up the sayings. I'm terrible with it. Anyways, and you don't have to be perfect, okay? Because we're people and nobody's perfect. And if somebody is perfect, then I don't want to follow them because I don't want to. They're perfect. I can't be that way. I recently learned the hashtags matter. If you put arbitrary hashtags in, it'll put your video in front of anyone, not people in your niche. That's right. You got to make sure your hashtags are in your niche and what you're specifically talking about. So you have to put specific hashtags. Yeah. And Danny, what you're alluding to there is, when I was doing network marketing, they tell you everybody's your customer. That is the worst marketing advice you can ever have. So like For You page. Yeah, exactly. Real marketing. You drive down the freeway, okay? You see a billboard and it says injury lawyers, right? Is that for everybody? Like for people, or it's solely for people that have been in accidents, right? That need a lawyer, that they've been injured. It's specific to those people. Well, why are they putting that up on the billboard on the freeway with millions of people going by when it's not for everybody? Because that's marketing, right? The small amount of people that applies to, they're going to look at it. and they're going to make that call, right? It's no different here in online, is that you've got to really truly understand and figure out who your perfect customer is. Who do you want to help? Okay. And you narrow that down, casting a huge net. You want to narrow it down. By narrowing it down and specifically speaking to that one person, you are actually casting a huge net, because people will see how clear you are, and they will also actually be able to relate. But you really want to speak to one person. Okay, this is what Mike and Michelle have taught me, and that's what we worked on when I went to their home, is who are you truly talking to? And what I came away with that is for me, and this is really what it really resonates with me, because this was me. Okay, I want to help dads build six-figure online businesses within a 2-hour workday framework, so that they can be stay-at-home dads. And now I get that, because that is what I want to do, but I also know all the problems there are, and I know what I can speak to that person, right? But while I'm doing that, I'm going to attract moms. I'm going to attract women. I'm going to attract single guys. I'm going to attract multiple people, because they're like, oh yeah, I get that. There'll be pieces that'll connect, right? But I'm going to speak to the dad who is struggling, tired of living paycheck to paycheck. They're working 16-hour days, but never getting ahead. And they're wondering, why in the heck am I not getting ahead? And is this life? Is this what my life's going to be the rest of my life? And my answer to that is no, it doesn't have to be. There's a better way. You're just stuck in a bad system. And the system that we're all taught and in school, the schools were built to put people into that system. Okay. I'm helping them shift out of that, becoming entrepreneurs and becoming a leader for themselves first and their family. And then as they become their own leader and entrepreneur, we'll teach them how to do that and then make money through digital marketing. So that's what I do, right? Yeah. Thank you, Danny. And that's how you do social media, because the great thing about social media is that there's 5 billion people on social media. You're never going to run out of people. Okay. The bad thing about it is there's 5 billion people on social media. Okay. And so that's what number 4 is you've got to stop the scroll. Okay. You're not going to stop the scroll by saying, hey, I'd come to this website and have time freedom. Well, that's so not specific. Everybody's heard that over and over. They're like, yeah, whatever. Right? You got to talk to that one person. Okay. You stop that scroll. Okay. What I was just telling you. So I'll tell you a story. Okay. I worked for a company for 16 years. I put my heart and soul into it. There was a time period there where I lost so much time with my family, because I was working 16 hours for 3 to 4 months there on a project for this company. And I lost a lot of time with my family. I hated it. And I continued, good company. Don't get me wrong. There's great places. I didn't know any better. And I just thought, well, I'm just going to keep grinding. But I didn't know what else to do. And I even had, so Sunday for me is a precious day for me. I call that my Sabbath day. I'm going to be home with my family. That's my time to worship, my time to be with my family, and just forget about work and focus on God and my family. That's my day. Well, one Sunday during this time, my CIO called me and said, hey, we need you in the office right now. And I hated it. You work 80 plus hours, some paychecks. Yeah, I get you, Danny. And I was so frustrated that he called me up on that day, and he understood it, because him and I had a lot of the same values. But he's a CIO. That's what he had to do. And he hated it too, doing it, but he didn't know any other better way. And so I had to go in the office. Okay. And then after 16 years, that company fired me. Okay. Now I'm not going to go into reasons why, but basically they're like, oh, we don't need you anymore. And I'm like, what? I've poured my life into your company for 16 years to build somebody else's dreams. And what did I get out of it? I got a paycheck. I'm still living paycheck to paycheck. Okay. Exactly. Warm body, just a number. That woke me up to realize that I'm just a number at a company. Okay. I'm only there as long as I'm providing value. They need me, and I'm going to build their company. Okay. They tell you this company is all about recognizing people and building them up and making them feel loyal to be part of the company, which is totally an oxymoron. And to me, they did totally the opposite. Now, I still, great company, good people, and that's just business. And I'm just like, forget it. I'm done. And that's when I went and chose something else. Now, I just told you a story. Did that connect with some of you guys? I realize this too. Nurses are a dime a dozen. They don't even care if you're competent. That's right. That's right. You're a nurse, huh? Yeah, exactly. Okay, you're a dime a dozen. They need you to be there to make money, and that's it. However, nurses, Daryl Hannah. Thank you, Daryl, for joining. Is this the Daryl Hannah that I'm thinking of? Oh, no, not the real one. Maybe. I don't know. If you are the real Daryl Hannah, let me know. The Daryl Hannah I'm talking about, he was a welder, had the similar experience where I think it was 20 years working in a welding shop, and he sweated out years there, being loyal, doing everything they asked, and they just fired him one day. Okay, and now he's doing this, and he's over the last 18 months he's made multiple six figures. Awesome guy. You guys got to go look him up. I don't know if you can see my followers, but it's Daryl Hannah. His account right now, he got banned. I don't know why. His other one got shut down. It's called backup_ Daryl Hannah. You gotta go check him out. He's a cool guy. Very cool guy. He's from Tennessee. I think he's from Tennessee is where he's at right now. Anyway, so I'm learning from him too, and that's what I love about it. But when I told this story, was that more interesting than me just talking about? I know sometimes I go facts and stuff here, but you got to understand this too. But the story is what connects with people. That is what stops the scroll. And you got to share a real story, something that is true, that is real, and you're not telling a lie about. Okay. That really happened to me, and it's changed my life for the better. It was actually a blessing, even though it was one of the most hardest times of my life. Because I'm like, oh crap, I have a family, I have 6 kids. What am I going to do? I've been living paycheck to paycheck. How am I going to support my family? And so I scrambled. I was able to get a job in 2 months. And I'm like, okay, I got to really find something that is going to replace my job, that I no longer have to be reliant on my job because I'm done with it. It's not worth it. And with technology and what all we have today, there's no reason why anybody has to be stuck in a job if they don't want to be working a job. There are some people that just want to do that, and that's totally fine. Okay. Now, what's cool? So as you do that, you're posting, you're pulling leads in, you're building your email list. Okay. Like I said, your website, your grind, your daily grind will actually bring you customers, because they will see that product or whatever you're selling is going to help them in their life, and they're going to buy from you. So that is what I have to share today, guys. That's how I've gone from stressed and overworked to having hope that I am going to. Thank you for following. I thought you already followed me, Danny. Had you not? Had to follow. I must have unfollowed somehow. Oh, okay. Gotcha. I see your comment above that. Thank you. And I think I followed you. That's why I'm seeing your videos on my For You page. It's awesome. You guys, this could change your life if you want to, and that's totally fine. If you're happy with that, great. But if you see this, yeah, you bet, Danny, of course. And if you have questions, I can help. I'll answer whatever I can. If I don't know, I can find out. But and I'll let you know. Are you in my email list, Danny? Because I'd love to. I'll share with you once. I'm going to be launching my community in the next couple of weeks. Still putting it together. You'll be able to jump in and be part of that and be able to see and start getting these nuggets on leadership, financial fitness, I call it, and as well as digital marketing. I'm going to be sharing a bunch of stuff in there on that thing, all of those things. So get on my email list. And the way you guys do that, if this is any value to you guys and it's helped you in any way and you want to know more, go to that address and put your email address in. You can watch the video. I do a video there with Michelle O'Neill when we were at her home. We recorded the video, and you'll be able to hear her heart. You'll be able to see me. And a lot of what I've said, it'll be talked about in the video a little bit, because that's me. You just repeat the same stuff over and over. anyways, I hope this is valuable. If you guys have any questions, get on my email list. You can email me back. I'll send you what I give people, guys, is this digital blueprint. Okay, discover how to earn 100% profit from a done-for-you digital business, and it goes a little bit more in-depth overview of what I talked about, and it's really a 5-minute read, and then you can look and see how that can benefit you, and I'll send that to you for free. And when you put your email address in, you can always unsubscribe. I just don't want anybody jumping on my list. If you're interested, great, but don't just go get on my list just to get on my list. Okay. And you can always unsubscribe if you're like, you know what, I'm no longer interested. And that's totally fine. How do I get on your list? So go to the link in my bio, or just go here and you'll see my website. And then you just put your email in there. And then you'll go to my next page on my website, and you can take a look at that, and then you'll get an email from me. And if it just goes in if it don't see it in your inbox within the first couple minutes, 2 to 5 minutes, go check in your spam, because sometimes some of these providers do that. And if you could do me a favor, Danny, because it'll help the email gods, I'd appreciate it. And if you don't have a way to get emails, Danny, I'd be more than happy to help you how to do that. Let me know. But just shoot a quick email back to me on the email. Just reply and say, hey, Matt, I got it. And then you can ask me any questions too. That'll help the email gods on my end. I just added on. Okay, awesome. Thank you. And guess what? I see that just came through. Very cool. Thank you, Danny. It's awesome. I'm glad to connect with you. Let me know if you get it or not. Yeah, just reply and let me know. Appreciate it. Okay, cool. So awesome. Danny, thanks for joining. Very good. Me too. And everybody else, thanks for joining. Hopefully it was beneficial. If you have any feedback for me, like, you know what, if you did this a little bit different, or if you talked about this, I think it would help. Something that would help you a little bit more, let me know, because I'm just learning, getting better. So I'm actually going to be going to a place called Bear Lake. Danny, I don't know if did you ever go? Have you been to Bear Lake before? It's my favorite lake. It's a lake that is between Idaho and Utah, and they call it the Caribbean of the Rockies because literally the water is blue and teal blue, just like the Caribbean, and it's beautiful. And it's colder, but it's super clear, and it's something like 300 feet deep. It's awesome. Have you been there, Danny? If you're still here. Anyways, I'm going to be in Bear Lake. We're heading up there tomorrow. I'll be live on here tomorrow morning for a little bit. I'm probably going to do it a little bit earlier in the day, because then we got to get ready and get out of here by 12. And then Wednesday and Thursday, I'll be doing my lives from the beach of Bear Lake. We'll see how the service works. And so just so you guys are aware, it may not be great, but we're going to try it. So appreciate you guys joining. Have a great day. And thanks for all the participation and comments. And we'll talk to you later. See ya. Bye. This was good today. Okay. I need to get going on work. Oh, haha, that's funny. I'm still live on my YouTube channel. I forget about it. I'm going to end. See you guys. Take care.